Yep, I said it. Clickbait isn't bad. At least, it's not always bad. In fact, sometimes it's good. I'll tell you why. Stay tuned. Is your copy of Windows 10 unactivated? Well, it doesn't have to be, because with today's sponsor, VIP SCD Key, you can get a valid Windows 10 license for under $20. Stop dealing with that stupid watermark on the desktop, the valid license for Windows 10. Also, with an activated copy of Windows 10, you can upgrade to Windows 11 for free. Just go to the link in the description below and pick up a valid Windows 10 license key. During checkout, use the code CYBERCPU for a 25% discount. Once you have your key, go to your activation settings in Windows 10 and click on the link that says Change Product Key. Enter the product key you just purchased and hit Activate. Now you don't have to deal with that stupid watermark that come with running an unactivated copy of Windows 10. Now, on with the video. I think I want to start doing some videos on technology related subjects. These are just going to be talking head videos where I express my opinion on different subjects that are loosely related to technology. Let me know in the comments if you like these videos and if you want me to keep doing them. With that in mind, I'm making this video mostly with YouTube in mind. However, the arguments that I'm making apply to pretty much the entire internet. But there's going to be some specifics that I'm talking about that are going to be directly related to YouTube. So, clickbait. Everyone hates clickbait, right? But would you be surprised to know that almost everything you click on is clickbait? That's right. If you clicked on it, then it worked. You fell for the bait. You have just been the victim of clickbait. But wait, you might say, the majority of videos I watch are about subjects that I'm interested in, and the only reason I clicked on them is because it's a topic that I wanted to know more about, and it was intriguing to me. Exactly. On YouTube, the title and thumbnail are in most cases more important than the video itself, because ultimately, you could make the best video on YouTube with absolutely the highest quality audio and video, and if no one clicks on it, then it will die a slow, painful death in the YouTube algorithm. I've been making videos on YouTube for about 3 years. In fact, in March of this year will be my 3-year anniversary. In that time, I've made hundreds of videos. Some of those videos have gotten hundreds of thousands of views. Some of them have gotten hundreds of views. In fact, after looking back at some of my early videos, it's abundantly clear why some of my early videos did not get a lot of views. Honestly, they sucked. Occasionally, I go back and watch them, and I'm embarrassed that they're still public. You should go back and check them out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Some of them were pretty bad. However, everything gets better with time. I think my videos over the years have definitely improved. Even my bad videos get more views than my great videos did in the past. However, ultimately, the quality of the video itself is meaningless if no one watches it. And that's why when I make a video, I spend a tremendous amount of time creating a title and thumbnail, because ultimately, the reason why I make videos is so that people will watch them. But if no one clicks on the thumbnail, then what point is there making the video to begin with? So, to get people to watch videos, lots of creators will create clickbait titles and thumbnails. Clickbait isn't inherently bad, but does have a bad reputation. This is because there's a good and a bad kind of clickbait. And the reputation clickbait has is mostly in relation to the bad clickbait and not the good. In fact, take this video, for instance. The title and thumbnail for this video has already been created before I even wrote the script for the video. It is absolutely clickbait. In fact, I tried to come as close to the line between good clickbait and bad clickbait as possible, just to prove the point. So, to make the distinction between good clickbait and bad clickbait, we have to describe what they both are. Now, Google's definition of clickbait is content whose main purpose is to attract attention and encourage visitors to click on a link to a particular web page. Now, that doesn't sound bad. In fact, that's the goal of every content creator. We want to find ways to encourage visitors to click on our title and thumbnail, because obviously, if you don't click on it, you won't see the video. And ultimately, our goal is for you to watch our videos. However, If we jump over to Wikipedia, we can see the definition for bad clickbait. And that is clickbait, or a text thumbnail that is link is designed to attract attention to entice a user to follow that link and read or view or listen to the linked piece of online content, typically deceptive, sensationalized, or otherwise misleading. Now, you know what? I don't think that's a fair definition of clickbait. And it's a little deceptive itself because it's only describing the bad clickbait. This, however, is exactly why clickbait has a bad name, because most clickbait is considered to be deceptive, sensationalized, or otherwise misleading. When you click on a link, or in the case of YouTube, a title and thumbnail, and the following video has nothing to do with the title and thumbnail, then you feel a little ripped off. And to be honest with you, that's because you are. The creator of that video has stolen your time and gave you nothing in return. However, imagine if that creator would have made a video that was directly related to their clickbait title and thumbnail. Then you would have been getting exactly what you wanted when you clicked on it in the first place. It doesn't change the clickbait, but it does change the feeling you have towards the video itself afterwards. There are many examples of bad clickbait on the internet, like this, or this, or this, or this, or all of this, and pretty much everything posted on BuzzFeed. These are examples of ads that you see on websites all the time that use sensationalized titles or thumbnails, but when you click on them, the content has nothing to do with the thumbnail. In fact, in researching this topic, I have found that the people who create this kind of clickbait spend an enormous amount of time trying to find the perfect title and thumbnail to get the most people as possible to click through to the website that they happen to be trying to promote. This is the kind of clickbait that gives clickbait a bad name. On the flip side, I do exactly the same thing. I spend an enormous amount of time trying to find out which elements of my title and thumbnail give me the best click-through rate. For instance, I have found that the famous YouTube face achieves a much higher click-through rate. If you don't know what that is, it's this, or this, or this, or this. In fact, one of these was used in the thumbnail for this very video. But I've had people complain in the past that they never click on thumbnails of people doing the YouTube face, which I find kind of ironic because they had to click on it in order to tell me that they would never click on it. Ultimately though, I want people to watch my videos. I spend an enormous amount of time making them, and I make them for the purpose of people to watch them. So obviously I'm going to use whatever tools are at my disposal to get the most clicks on my videos. But there is a line. There's a line that shouldn't be crossed. That line is when your title and thumbnail no longer have anything to do with the video that it's attached to. And you know, I've done this in the past too, and have rightly been called out on it. I did a 2-part series a while back on what sucks in Windows 11 and what's great in Windows 11. In that video, I got tons of comments from people talking about how they're going to switch to a different operating system because of Windows 11. So, just to have a little bit of fun, I made another video essentially dragging all the different operating system options through the mud by highlighting all of their worst attributes. In part to capitalize on the popularity of my Windows 11 sucks video, but secondly, I think that the argument is a little ridiculous. This right here was the original title and thumbnail. It simply said, Windows 11 sucks, I'm switching to something else. The purpose of that video was just to make fun of the argument that everyone makes when a new version of Windows comes out. That argument that this version of Windows is going to make me switch to something else. However, that's not what the title and thumbnail says. And it crossed the line between good clickbait and bad clickbait. That's why if you look at the same video today, this is the title and thumbnail now. It says, people keep saying Windows 11 sucks. This happens every time. Now, I kept the same thumbnail because ultimately the thumbnail was a good representation of the argument itself. But I did change the title to more represent the video that the thumbnail was attached to. However, as you can see, between both of these examples, they're still both clickbait. They're both intentionally created to try to entice people to click on them. The only difference is that one of them is good clickbait and the other is bad. Ultimately, in the end, clickbait itself is not a bad thing. Even better, the YouTube algorithm itself helps minimize the amount of bad clickbait that you see. YouTube has limited real estate available to make video recommendations. So they want those recommendations to not only be recommendations that people are going to click on, but also are going to watch for the longest period of time. So if a title and thumbnail causes tons of people to click, but they stop watching the video after just a few seconds, then YouTube knows that the title and thumbnail are the bad kind of clickbait, and that video falls down the memory hole. But on the flip side, if a video gets tons of clicks and people who click on it watch it all the way through, then YouTube knows that the title and thumbnail are the good kind of clickbait, and they suggest that video to more people. So ultimately, if it's my goal as a content creator to get more people to watch my videos, then I want those people to actually watch my videos. I don't just want the clicks, but I want people to watch my videos for as long as possible so that the YouTube algorithm will suggest them to more people. And obviously, if YouTube is suggesting them to more people, then I want those other people to click too. Because of this, we play the game to see how close we can get to that line between good clickbait and bad clickbait. We want our titles and thumbnails to be as sensational as possible without being deceptive and misleading. Unfortunately, that line can sometimes be kind of gray. In the end, YouTube channels that use bad clickbait don't grow because they don't offer their subscribers a benefit through their content. They might get tons of clicks, but those clicks never convert into watch time, and those channels just struggle to grow. My goal is to make this channel grow. So yes, I use clickbait. Every single title and thumbnail I create is clickbait. Each and every one of them has been meticulously designed to make you click on it. But once you click on it, I want to give you exactly what the title and thumbnail promised, so that you'll hit that subscribe button and then you'll watch the next video and the one after that. If the day ever comes where my goal on this channel isn't to make the best videos possible, then I just need to stop making videos. But with all that said, if you got this far into this video, then my clickbait was the good kind of clickbait. And if that's the case, then you might like this video here, which happens to be clickbait too. But in reality, it's true. That really does happen every single time a new version of Windows comes out. As always, you guys have a great day.